How y'all doing? Welcome to Change is Good. My name is Brian. As you can see, it's that time again. We have a $1,000 bag of dimes to go through. That's 10,000 dimes. This is going to take me a few nights, so when this bag is empty, I'll be back with a recap of the finds. Well, it's been a few days, and the bag is finally done. Here's a recap of the spoils. As you can see, the bag has some silver in it. Here we have a 47D, a second-year Roosevelt dime, a 48S, a 54D, a 56D, a 59D, and a 64D for a total of 6 silver coins. Not bad. Now we'll cover some varieties. Here's a 1969P, a small stack of 70Ps, and a large stack of 70Ds, all with a 1968 proof design on the reverse. Now let's go to the scope where I'll show you the difference in the designs. Under the scope, we have a regular reverse. As you can see, there are no deep grooves here in the flame of the torch. Here we have a 1970P with a large deep groove here on the left side of the flame. There's also a smaller one here toward the center of the flame, but it's kind of hard to see. This will give you a better comparison. The top example is the regular die. The bottom example is the reverse of the 1968 proof design. As you can see, the 1970P and D examples of 1968 proof reverse designs are pretty common, usually selling for around $2 to $3 on eBay. But the 1969 examples are much more scarce and more valuable. An example like this one sold for $9 on eBay recently. That's 90 times face value and several times more valuable than a 90% silver dime. We also found 4 2009Ps and a nice stack of 2009Ds. 2009 was a low mintage year, making these relatively scarce in circulation, and also worth more than face value. These tend to sell for between $1 and $2 a piece on eBay. We also had 2 foreign coins. This one's a Canadian dime from 2014 in pretty good shape. We also had a 10 kopyuk coin from Ukraine from 1992. Pretty cool. Now let's go to some finds under the scope. Here we have a 2015P with a monster die chip right here inside the leaves. This die chip is also visible with a naked eye. A die chip like this will often make the coin worth at least $5 to $10 on eBay. It's a pretty good find. Here we have the reverse of another 2015P with 3 die chips on the reverse, 2 of which are pretty large. A coin like this would sell for between $8 and $15 on eBay, a little more valuable than the last one because there are more die chips. Here we have the reverse of a 1995P. If you look here above the U, you can see a large die gouge running right through here. It's an unusual find, probably worth a few bucks on eBay, but definitely worth pulling out. Let's go to some varieties. Here we have the reverse of a 2018P. If you look here at the central leaf, you can see some doubling on the right side of it right here. This is WDDR number 3 on Wexler's DoubleDie.com. Last up, we have the reverse of a 2016D. If you look here at the right side of the torch bands, you can see some doubling right in this area. This is WDDR number 3 on Wexler's DoubleDie.com. All right, let's do a recap of the hunt. Overall, it was a pretty good bag. We scored 6 silvers out of 10,000 coins. That just shows you how scarce silver is nowadays. Although the silver is nice, in my opinion, the find of the hunt was a 1969P with a 1968 proof design on the reverse, also known as the FS901 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. I think this is the 8th example I've ever found. Pretty scarce. As always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, or maybe learned something new, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions about any of these finds, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks again, and remember, every coin has a story. And some of those stories are hard to make heads or tails of. I'll see y'all next time.